We just got back from the Masterclass by Makeup by Mario. Mario is a celebrity makeup artist who mainly does Kim Kardashian. What was amazing about this class is that Kim Kardashian was the model.
There were different grades of tickets, and we had to buy the
diamond,
the biggest one, so that we could meet Kim Kardashian and Mario. The diamond ticket also came with the largest bag of makeup and products to take home and use after we sat for over 5 hours and watched Mario do Kim's makeup. He taught techniques, he talked about products. They gave us a little masterclass notebook. So I sat down and I wrote out each step as he did it in order. I wrote out each product he used. I wrote the techniques. So it's gonna be fun to dive into not only the products, but try his techniques out.
I did a little bit today. Like I was like, I'm just gonna try it the way he did. And it was kind of hard and a little intimidating. He makes it look so easy. He's so talented and he can create the most perfect illusions. Like when you look at his photos, he truly is talented. When he first started, this was probably my favorite part, is when he first started, it started out his story. He was a poor kid from the Bronx and they barely were getting by. His mom sacrificed everything, and it makes me almost a little choky thinking about what he said. He said, I did not want her sacrifices to be in vain. I didn't want them to go to waste. Like, my mom sacrificed for me and I will be danged if I don't make something of myself. And I thought we could all learn a little bit from that. Just the sacrifices that our parents make, what are we doing with those? How are we like bettering ourselves from them? Anyway, and he has.
It was amazing watching his video and his story.
Mm-hmm. He supports, I believe his family like works for him, and I believe they all make pretty good money.
It was amazing hearing his story. His mom cleaned homes, and so he would go with his mom to clean homes, and he said he would walk into these huge homes and he just loved the feeling and the art that was in the homes, and he loved the scenery as he looked out the windows, seeing the beautiful the landscape of the earth. He loved it. And
yeah.
So Mario did a lot of celebrities makeup, and he did a lot of just on-call makeup for makeup shoots. And when he got the opportunity to do Kim Kardashian, he was thinking of like going full-time and working with her. And so many people in the industry told him, like, you're crazy, don't do this, your career is gonna be over, you'll never be on Vogue, like don't do this. And he's like, I just went with my gut. And like he was like all over Vogue, like of course, like he's like a huge icon for makeup, and also like Kim Kardashian's makeup, which is really cool. So
it like gives me the chills, because you truly do just have to go with your gut. There's been a lot of decisions that we've made on our, I want to say little compared to Mario's, but like on our channels and in our lives, like we really do just like go with our gut. And that's just like in life in general, like going with your gut is
just
always
starting our career.
Yeah.
We are so excited to show you though some of the products that we got.
I was super impressed with our makeup bag. There are so many products and they are all super high quality and just like fun and new. A lot of these are items that I've wanted to try. So we each grabbed several items that we wanted to show you that we're either excited about, we love, that we already have had and love. So we'll just get into that. Ellie bought me one of the other Anastasia 4-piece highlighters. And so I was pretty excited to get this one too.
She has like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
She has a handful of different shades of highlighter. So I have not had this, and I'm super excited.
Yeah, there's like a bronzy one, a pink one, like a purpley one. I'm excited for that.
I've always been into skincare, and when I was 16 years old, I bought my first high-end skincare product. My mom's like, Ellie, where did you get this? And I was like, I bought it. So I was over the moon because my dermatology office carries this, and I've tried a few of the brand's SkinCeuticals that I've really liked, but I haven't purchased this one because it is over $100. But I knew that it would be a really good product. It is an antioxidant treatment that you use in the morning. This is an awesome anti-aging, hydrating product. It's an oil that you put in your hand and then you press it into your skin. I've used it the last 4 mornings since I've had it, and I'm like I know that it's a good product. So that, and also my dermatology office carries Skin Medica. So between these two products together, those brands I really like. They're really nice. Dermatology office really recommend them. So,
and honestly, if I had the choice to choose between high-end makeup or high-end skincare, I would hands down choose skincare, because if you have a nice canvas to lay cheap makeup on, if you have a good technique applying the cheap makeup, it'll look just as good as the high-end makeup.
And there's a lot of drugstore makeup that I've used that I really like. Like, you love your foundation from the drugstore. But there is a difference between the products, so.
There is. I mean, there is, but if I had to choose, it would be skincare. I do love nice makeup, though.
Totally.
Okay, next product. I want to know if this is the same bronzer that Ellie has in her from It Cosmetics. Like, what's the name on that one? They had some really awesome palettes.
So what's yours? Mine's Beach.
What is this one?
Live, laugh, love. Let's just swatch it.
Yeah.
I think it's the same. I think that's this mine might be a little lighter.
Hey, that's good. Yeah. I've really wanted to try the It Cosmetics bronzer. So this has a little highlighter, blush, and bronzer in it. So I thought that was really fun, and I'm excited to try it.
So fun to travel with.
I know.
That's awesome. Makeup by Mario talked about a brand new product that is not out yet. Tatcha is a brand that you can get at Sephora, and maybe Nordstrom, I don't know, but Sephora. They have a tall glass spray bottle that I have purchased 2 of them in the last 4 years. They last forever, and I only use it on days like on Sundays or days I'm going out and I want to look dewy. I would never spray it on my face because it's just too like dewy. What I do
look oily if you do that.
Is before I put my makeup on, like I'll spray it on my hand and like I'll tap it on my face, and it just gives this really good inner glow. Well, I guess Tatcha was inspired by Makeup by Mario, and they came out with the Dewy Skin Cream.
Like, so, for him.
Yeah, so before he did Kim Kardashian's makeup, he put on primer first. And
the Tatcha primer, which I have that in my pile because I haven't used it, but I want to use it, so I was so excited.
It's amazing. I've used it. And he took a beauty blender and he pushed in the primer into Kim Kardashian's face. And then, before applying the makeup, he used a really thick, dewy cream. And you can use this just as a moisturizer, but he specifically was using it like right before her makeup, kind of like a primer moisturizer. And so many people, and even us, were confused. Like, people were raising their hands, people were shouting in the audience, like, why did you do the primer first, Mario? Like, what? Like, he confused everyone. And the way he explains things is like, it's just whatever I want, guys. Like, he was like, guys, it doesn't matter. I just like to do that. I like to push in the primer to fill in the pores, and then I smooth the surface with a nice hydrating cream. And he's like, that's just the way I like to do it. And so I'm like, I'm gonna try it.
Oh yeah, and he used this primer, and I loved that he like pressed it into the skin, and then he took a beauty blender and like pounced it into her skin, which I thought that was really, I liked that he did that, because he's like, yeah, I'm filling in the cracks, I'm filling in the pores, and then putting this on. And we both got both of these products in our bag, which I'm so excited about.
I thought that was like a really good
like, if that was the only thing I learned, I would have been happy.
Because he's like, you don't want to lay the makeup over your face. He goes, that's intimidating to people. How often do you like meet someone and their makeup's all done, but it's kind of intimidating? He's like, you really want to make their makeup their skin and push it in and melt it in. And just seeing his techniques is really cool.
Mm-hmm. I've been wanting to try, so Beauty Blender came out with a foundation, and it's a really cool packaging. You'll have to like Google it or something.
Cool.
Yeah, so they gave us some samples of that and another Beauty Blender, which is, you can never have enough of.
The foundation is really full coverage.
Yeah. I heard it's like really full.
I tested Allie's when I was with her, and it was amazing. This is the Best Makeup Brush Cleaner by Walford Richards Designs. The smell, I like the tin because it looks like something that would be in Jared's like travel bag. It's like a tea tree, really cool stuff. Like, What is it called? Like a hard cleaner. It's hard. You get it wet.
Like a bar of soap.
Yeah, you rub the brush.
Your brush in there wet.
The smell is amazing. So it's fun to have a brush cleaner rather than like baby shampoo or stuff like that. So that'll be cool.
How do I open this?
You can use this if you want.
Okay, Ellie already has hers open. What is this? Is it a primer? I'm not huge into primers, but this one we put on the back of our hand and it really, like you could see a difference on your skin. What is this? The Kula Dawn Patrol Classic Primer? Anyway, I'm excited. You haven't tried it yet either.
This is the packaging.
Yeah.
I just put it on my hand and it felt really cool.
Yeah.
The lipstick that I'm wearing today is from Laura Mercier and it was in the kit. It is in the shade Vibe and I wore it the other day and it lasted my whole travel day. Like a whole 10 hours it lasted. Like it looked so good, but it's not cracky and drying, but it's like matte. It's the weirdest thing and it's so good. So
I love Laura Mercier.
It's quickly becoming my favorite.
Yeah, they're good.
The kit came with a ton of eyeshadow palettes. We've got the Morphe palette. This Milani palette looks amazing. All of the shades, the pigments feel amazing.
Like those are so pretty.
Yeah, so fun. I've never heard of this brand, Sleek Makeup. It came with this palette as well. And then this is by far our favorite, the Anastasia. They were a sponsor. Amazing, amazing products. I've used their eyeshadow every day since I've been home.
That's funny.
A lot of people, I guess on the internet, I have like assumed that Mario is like mean, but he's not.
Yeah.
It's just his personality. Like he's just very blunt and to the point. And he doesn't sugarcoat things, so I think that sometimes can scare and intimidate people.
Well, yeah, it totally depends on your personality. I feel like my personality is a little bit like his, like I'm a little abrupt, and so I enjoyed his personality. Like when he was like, it's not that he was short, but it's just like,
he was like, come on guys, and he said that, he'd go, come on guys.
Yeah, come on guys, like,
don't ask questions like that.
Yeah, which I liked. Like I liked his personality. But some of the people there, some of the questions, like people would just shout out questions.
Which was appropriate, that's the point.
Yeah. But I thought they were a little disrespectful in the way that they did it. Like someone shouted, okay. So Kim was in the middle of answering a question and I was like listening, and then in the middle of her answer, someone shouted out, "What eyeliner are you using? Eyeliner!" And everyone was like, "Are you kidding me?" And she said, she goes, "Oh, I guess I won't answer. I'll be done." And like put the microphone down, and then Mario was like, "No, we're gonna listen to your answer. Like, you guys, don't interrupt her. Let her answer." It was bizarre.
So Makeup by Mario does models for his classes, and he just so happened to do Kim's makeup. So we were there for the techniques, for learning makeup, and it was just a bonus that he was doing Kim's makeup.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the audience was very respectful, but there was a handful of people that were there. It felt like the hate comments live a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
It was a little uncomfortable. I will. So Mario was very adamant in the email before coming. He's like, "I only do selfies. It takes too long." Like he was very adamant about what he wanted the process to be. And then before the class, he said, if I'm working on the model's eyeshadow, do not ask about skincare. If I'm working on her foundation, don't ask about eyes. Like, ask questions that pertain to what he's doing. And for the most part, people stuck with that, but there were a few comments that were bad, like just really rude and disrespectful that either they ignored or that everyone around him was just like, a little wild. So one of the things you can tell him,
he was working on her nose. He was contouring her nose, and someone was like, "How do you do this?" And he was addressing the question, and then someone was like, "Or you could just use Kim Surgeon."
And everyone went silent.
No one thought it was funny. Everyone was, and she was like, "I've never had my nose done, so okay." It was just rude. Her
face was very just like,
yeah,
I'm a real person sitting here. Like, really?
It was uncomfortable.
But yeah, then she went off and talked about her nose and talked about how you know, she has this bump here and all this, and how they really can contour her nose to make it look nice and straight.
Yeah.
So he gave some really good techniques. But for the most part, everyone's questions were pretty good about like, how do you prevent smile lines? How do you prevent creasing on the eyeshadow? How do you, you know, they were really good how-to questions that he answered that I wrote down in my book that I'm excited to apply those techniques.
The whole trip in general was just fun. We each have a vlog about the whole trip, not just the makeup, but just like the trip in general. So we'll leave both of our vlogs in the description below for you guys to check out.
Yes, and a huge thanks to our friend Allie. She's gone to these master classes before, and she invited us, and I was so excited to go, and I would love to go to another one.
I was gonna say, I wanna go to another one.
Because the one in Canada, he did on a very pale model, which is like what our skin color is. And so it'd be nice to go to another class to see the techniques he uses
on someone that's super pale.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We enjoyed making it for you guys. If you want to check out our custom clothing line, bolliebrand.com, it will be in the description below, along with our vlogs and our Instagrams if you want to follow us there. We'll see you guys in our next video. Bye guys.